Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Aura Aurora Yoga. My name is Christina, and this is my dog Pearl. Welcome to this month's New Moon Astro Intuitive Guidance Chat and Yoga Practice. This month's new moon is in Virgo, paired with a partial solar eclipse. Peak illumination for the new moon is Sunday, September 21st at 3:54 Eastern Standard Time. The partial solar eclipse will begin at 1:29. It will peak essentially around the same time as the new moon, and it will taper off somewhere around 5:53 p.m. This solar eclipse is occurring at 29 degrees Virgo, which is the very last degree. This completely amplifies the energy of this new moon. It creates a sense of urgency to tie up loose ends, to find completion, forgiveness, just a sense of wrapping things up or having things feel right before a big, fresh start or new chapter begins in your life. This is the only solar eclipse in the Virgo Pisces eclipse cycle, which started about a year ago in September of 2024. It's going to wrap up in February of 2027. So every single eclipse within this cycle is going to be lunar from here on out. So this is another reason why this is going to feel so intense, heavy, overwhelming for some. That will depend on where your planets line up. So some people are going to be feeling this more than others. And I would translate that into, some people might have huge new beginnings, like relocation or starting a new job or something that's so outside the element of what you were doing before, or maybe you were working remotely and now you're part of a team, or something of that nature, but it's unfamiliar, yet it's exciting, and you're trying to approach this practically. The theme of this new moon partial solar eclipse is very simple. It's release, renew, realign. This is where we can start to really amp up our routines, our habits. This new moon will kind of unveil or shine a light on things that may be lingering within your energy that you need to let go of. That could be as simple as something as like sugar, causing inflammation. Going to bed, staying up watching Netflix when you have a meeting at 7 a.m. Or it would be more beneficial if you could get up at that time or earlier and work out. But things that are going to essentially really optimize your health, how you're structuring your life, how you're approaching it. And there is going to be a lot of you that are going to be approaching it in ways that you've never approached it before, because change needs to happen, or you're feeling something inside of you that's just cultivating, like, say, this sense of urgency. And it's completely normal. You'll also probably start to notice flaws within systems, dynamics around you. It's also very helpful to physically clear clutter from your physical space, and especially from your mind. This huge theme of letting go from this lunar eclipse that we had a couple of weeks ago, which was also, a really intense, heavy energy. But I cannot reiterate enough the damage it does to you physically, emotionally, to hold on to things, whether that's past trauma, injustices, judgment, whatever it is, you have to let it go. You have to clear that space. Being in the present moment, forgiving, letting go, moving on, and finding ways to approach life more mindfully, more compassionately. This is the energy that we're moving into, and this is the energy that this new moon is bringing in, and that this solar eclipse is, releasing the veil on. So I encourage you all, no matter how turbulent or unfamiliar, we've been in some weird energy this past week, especially. I know some of you are extremely sensitive to that, or probably have stories or just some things you just can't explain. And again, that theme of just like letting it go. But the most important part of all of this, sticking through these turbulent times or whatever it is trusting the process and knowing that everything that's happening is happening for your highest good, is happening for your well-being. However, you are the one who has to take action to make these things happen. And eclipses tend to kind of do that for us. So you might find yourself waking up at 6 a.m. all of a sudden, and hey, you're going to take a run. And then that start to form a habit. 21 days to form a habit. Without further ado, we're going to get started in our yoga practice. Oh, what I wanted to say, something I'm doing a little differently on Shavasana. We'll have a nice, beautiful guided Shavasana for this new moon partial solar eclipse, and how heavy this energy is, and hopefully this practice will help you to release, to let go. I'm going to speak to the crystals, some aromatherapy, and journal prompts. I think it'll be helpful. Writing is always helpful. So if you're having a hard time putting some things into words, or even letting go, forgiving, whatever it is, writing it down always helps clear that space. All right, thanks for joining me. Let's get started in a wide-legged child's pose. Let's get started in a wide-legged child's pose. The back of the mat, knees to the outer edges of the mat, big toes touch. Sink the heart down, head down. Soften through the upper body. Close your eyes, relax the shoulders. Take a slow, deep inhalation through the nose. Audible exhale out through the mouth. Again, deep breath in through the nose. Audible exhale out through the mouth. Last one, inhale. Audible exhale, let it go. Continue to breathe slowly, steadily, and deeply in and out through the nose. This Virgo new moon solar eclipse is a moment to pause, cleanse, and begin anew. Whisper to yourself, I release what no longer serves. I am open to fresh beginnings. Now gently come forward onto hands and knees into tabletop. Tuck the toes, wrists in line with shoulders. On the inhale, arch the spine, tail lifting, chest opens. Exhale, round the spine, belly to spine, chin to chest. Continue 3 more rounds, cat and cow. Move with your breath, slow and mindful. Virgo energy reminds us, small intentional actions create lasting change. Affirm, with each breath, I create space for renewal. Right foot steps in between the hands, coming into a low lunge. Untuck the left toes, arms up to the sky. Plant the left hand down, reach the right arm high for a gentle twist, clearing space for new perspective. Release the right hand, shift the hips back, straighten the front leg, folding over into half splits. Stay upright and fold over the right calf. Virgo teaches us to honor the details. Pisces reminds us to soften into grace. Affirm to yourself, I honor the details of my body and my life with compassion. If you walk yourself forward, start to walk yourself upright. Plant the right foot, tuck the left toes, step back into a downward facing dog. Take a clearing breath. Then step left foot forward into a low lunge. Once again, sweep the arms up overhead. Plant the right hand down. Clearing space once again for new perspective. Release the left hand, shift the hips back, straighten the front leg as you fold over into a half split on the other side. Once again, affirming to yourself, I honor the details of my body and my life with compassion. Gently walk yourself back up. As you lunge forward, plant the left foot. Right foot meets the left. Coming into a forward fold, separate the feet. You can take 2 fists, measure in between your feet, finding your perfect hip width distance. Grabbing opposite elbows. Just surrendering the crown of the head towards the earth. Allowing the spine to soften, perhaps swaying gently side to side. Micro bend in the knees. This forward fold is it's an offering of humility, surrendering the weight of what's complete. Affirm to yourself, I release striving for perfection. As you slowly bend the knees and make your way onto your back, hug the knees into the chest. Arms out wide like a cactus, dropping the knees over to the left for supine twist, gazing left. This twist helps to cleanse us, wring out what no longer belongs. As you affirm, I surrender what is complete. I trust new space will be filled with purpose. Come back through center, transitioning over to the other side. Really relaxing, softening that left shoulder, gazing to the left. Once again, affirming, I surrender what is complete. I trust new space will be filled with purpose. Return to center, feet on mat, preparing for bridge pose, which you can take supported. You have a block at home, even a pillow or a bolster, placing that directly under the sacrum. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. This shape opens the heart and helps to build stability. Affirming to yourself, I build strong, steady foundations for growth. Press into the soles of the feet, lifting the pelvis up so you can safely remove any props from under the sacrum. Hug the knees in towards the chest, and then lift the legs up towards the sky for legs up the wall. Arms down by your side to start, palms facing up. Eyes are closed. Maybe there's a micro bend or more in the knees that will help with stability if the legs are shaking. If you like, you can place the right hand over the belly, left hand over the heart. Like an eclipse, this inversion shifts our perspective and clears the mind. Affirming to yourself, I see from a higher perspective. I trust the unfolding. Gently release the arms down by your side, palms facing up. Slowly bend the knees as you release the legs down onto your mat. Once they arrive, take them as wide as you like. Allow the feet to naturally splay out to the side. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. Eyes are closed. The breath has returned to normal. The face is soft. As you anchor your upper body and your shoulders into the earth. As you rest here, let the stillness of Shavasana hold you. Like the dark sky that makes space for new moon, this solar eclipse is a cosmic reset, an invitation to clear away what no longer serves and step into fresh alignment. Breathe in and silently affirm to yourself, I release perfection. I welcome progress. I trust endings as portals to new beginnings. I honor my body and its wisdom. I move forward with compassion and grace. If you have a crystal nearby, you may place it over your heart or beside you. A few that are helpful especially for this partial solar eclipse and new moon. Clear quartz, clarity, new beginnings. Amethyst, spiritual trust, release of worry. Green adventurine, growth, renewal, optimism. Black tourmaline, grounding as you let go of the old. It's also great for protection. Aromatherapy is also helpful. Lavender, calming. Rosemary, clarity. Frankincense to deepen your sense of release and trust, perhaps blending all three together. When you feel ready, a few journal reflections you might want to explore. What am I ready to release under the eclipse? Where in my life can I choose clarity over chaos? How can I balance discipline with self-compassion? What new routines or intentions help me feel more grounded and whole? Close with one last deep breath, whispering inwardly, I release, I realign, I renew. Stay in Shavasana as long as you like, yogis. Thank you for joining me for this beautiful new moon, partial solar eclipse practice. Namaste. I will see you soon.